Hi friends, whenever we talk about classroom teaching or online teaching, there are some advantages in classroom teaching, of course, there is no doubt about it. We can have direct interaction with the students, right? But at the same time, it is very difficult to make every student understand what the teacher says. In some schools or colleges, maybe student teacher ratio will be like 30, 1 is to 30, something like that. But in some schools or colleges, the student ratio will be more than 70 also. So it is very difficult for the teacher or lecturer to reach the student who is sitting in the last bench. So voice may not be audible. They may not be provided with mics always. In such situations, it is very difficult for the students to understand. Another thing is wavelength. All wavelengths are not the same, right? Some students grasp very easily and some students take very long time. So that problem will be there as far as classroom teaching is concerned. But online teaching, there may not be direct interaction with the students, but the student, whenever he sees the video, sometimes he may be able to repeat it and he can understand better. So voice will be audible and he can place himself alone. So the student teacher ratio will be like 1 is to 1 only. So it is very easy for the student to understand what teacher says. If his wavelength is less than what teacher says, then he can repeatedly watch the same video and can develop also. That is the main advantage of online teaching. Friends, now listen to the story and try to comprehend the meaning of it. In olden days, marriages were performed at early ages when children were in their teens. Once lived a boy named Yashovarma. When he reached the age of 14, he was married with a girl of 13 years old. When the girl reached 15, she gave birth to a still baby. She too died. Yashovarma was so depressed. To divert his mind, he was moving with his friends, spent whatever money he had. How could he lead rest of his life? While he was wandering on the roads almost as a beggar, he found a saint. He fell on his feet and said, "Swami, my life is horrible. I lost my wife, my child and everything. Please give me some solution to lead better life." Then Swami said, "You move forward and you can come across Vindhya mountains. There you find the temple of the goddess who can fulfill your wishes," said the saint. Yashovarma took the saint's blessings and climbed up the hill, found the temple, sat cross-legged and started meditation with great devotion. Goddess was pleased. He heard her voice from the temple. "I am pleased with your devotion. I can grant any one of these wishes. Do you want wealth or enjoyable life?" On hearing Goddess' words, he was so excited, prostrated to the statue and said, "How can we lead enjoyable life without wealth, ma?" Goddess said, "You can understand which is preferable one if you visit two places. You move towards the south. You can see a huge building, a huge beautiful house. The owner is called Perishastri. Stay in his house for a day. Then move little forward. You can find the house of a Purohit named Mohan Shastri. Stay in his house for a day. Then come back to me. I will grant you the boon which you want," said the goddess. He took Goddess' blessings and followed her instructions. Reached Perishastri's house. His building was so huge, looked like a palace. Yashovarma asked, "Sir, I have been traveling from a far off distance. Can I stay in your house for today?" "Sure, my son, it's already dinner time. Let us eat something fast. Then you can sleep," said Perishastri. His wife served them food on a gigantic dining table. She offered many delicious food items to Yashovarma, but only little plain upma to Perishastri. "What, sir? Why are you eating so less food?" Yashovarma asked. I have many health issues. I can't even digest this food, said Perishastri. Yashovarma looked around. Perishastri had a beautiful fruit garden too, but he can't eat even any of those fruits. So Yashovarma was sympathized with Shastri and slept, had a dream. Two huge men were dragging Perishastri and making him vomit. Yashovarma woke up and suddenly found the man looking very tired, very weak. What, sir? Why are you looking so weak? Then he said, the food I ate last night wasn't digested. This incident made Yashovarma think. He thanked the couple and left for the second place suggested by the goddess. He went to Mohan Shastri's house. It's a small house. He asked permission to get shelter for one day. Mohan Shastri said, you are looking very tired. You can stay in our house. How long you want to stay? In 1 week we may go to Kasi. First have something to eat, he said. At that point of time, someone brought half a dozen mangoes to his house. His wife washed them, cut them into pieces, and put them in a plate and placed them between those two. When both of them were enjoying those mango pieces, came a girl with some fresh vegetables. Then came an elderly man, put a cover in Mohan's hands and said, Shastri Garu, we heard that you are planning to go to Kasi. Take this money and spend for your journey and needs. While coming back, please get some Ganga Jal for us. Seeing all these, Yashovarma was awestruck. Mohan Shastri turned to Yashovarma and said, I am a small Purohit in the temple. Sometimes I preach. My earnings are very less, but all these people never make me get the feeling. I don't have any fruit garden, but we get all seasonal fruits. I was thinking if it was possible to make a trip to Kasi. This gentleman gave me money. I always pray Goddess to give just what I need, but she gives more than what I need. Shastri Garu, you are really blessed by Goddess. Till now I thought enjoyment lies only in wealth, but now I understood if we lead contented life and do whatever we are destined to do, then God will take care of us. The next day, he thanked Mohan's couple, climbed up the mountain, Vindhya, prostrated towards Goddess and said, Ma, you opened my eyes. You just give me what I need but not what I want. We people don't understand that you are our mother and you know what we need better than us. Now you can understand, friends, what is the most preferable one.